Hello guys, this is part 2 of my toolbox tour. In part 1 I show you guys my toolboxes, how I got them and how much I paid for them. And in this part 2 I'm going to show you the tools that I've got from AutoZone. And AutoZone has a special program, and I'll explain that, where by purchasing parts or supply for AutoZone you are getting points. Every time you pay something over $20, you'll get 1 point. After 5 purchases you get 5 points, and then you get $20 store credit, and you can use the $20 to buy anything in that store at AutoZone. And all these tools on this bench are purchased through that reward program. Okay, so I'll explain how this works. So when you sign up for AutoZone reward program, you will receive one of these cards, and there's going to be a barcode in the back of the card, and every time you made a purchase over $20 before taxes, they will scan this card, and then you start collecting your points. As you can see now, if you buy something that's $100, parts that cost $100, you're still gonna get 1 point. But sometimes what I would do, I would space it out, like I was doing the bearing. I was changing bearing on Nissan Xterra, and actually they don't have both in stock. So you can see that I purchased this one at 2 o'clock, and then I purchased the same day, and I purchased this one at 7 o'clock. Now if you want to space it out like this, it has to be an hour. Like if you're doing, I don't know, maybe brake job, and you pay brake pads like, I don't know, $35–40, and then a rotor is going to be probably $50 or $60. You have to space it out in an hour increments. If you cannot just do, you can't just do 3 transactions in one after another. You have to space it out just the way it is. And so you can see here that when I made this first purchase, I had 4 points on this receipt, and then my second purchase was at 7 o'clock at night, and I had a balance of $20. And then once you get this $20, you will get this ticket as well, and you have to, there's a time frame how I think it's like 2 months. You have to use your rewards, and so that's how you get your money, get your rewards. Now I'll give you one example. This is the bearing separator. This can be actually, some of these tools you can actually rent it at AutoZone. It's through the rental program, where you basically pay the full price for the tool, and then you will, upon the return of the tool, you'll get your money back, the full amount. Whether the tool is damaged or not, you get your money back. And but sometimes they don't have a tool, or maybe the tool's been used, and they inspect the tool, and they do a pretty good job. If the tool is damaged, they will order another one. But if I decide to purchase the tool, I can tell the guys to order me the new one, and I just buy a new one, and I'll keep it for myself. So like for this one, this is the bearing separator. I actually have a receipt here, and here's the tool, and the cost was $25 for the tool, and you can see that I have $25 is the cost of the tool, and $20 was my reward, and I had $7 cash. So basically for $7.50 I've got this kit here, and so that's how I got all these tools. And now this is mine. I'm not going to return it back. I'll just keep it, and I don't have to worry about it, because sometimes somebody else might rent a tool and you're doing the project, but they may not have it in a store. So but if I can get the tool for a little bit of money, and sometimes if I have enough rewards, I don't have to pay anything at all. So as I said, this was $650. I mean $6.50. So okay, so I'll show you guys now how much I've been AutoZone customer for, I don't know, maybe, 5-6 years or something like that. So I'll show you how much money in rewards I was able to collect. Okay guys, well, you could see that over a period of 5 or 6 years I was able to collect over $1,200 in rewards, and some of that money went to tools, some went to supply or the parts that I needed it. So that's how I, you know, I'm always looking for the way how to save the money and how to get my tools in affordable price, basically. So let's go ahead and see what I have here. So AutoZone mainly has two line of tools, the Duralast, which is pretty good tool, you know, tool, nothing wrong with it. I like them, I use them all the time. And they have this OEM that will be a rental tools, and sometimes you, of course, they say you can buy them if you want to keep them. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what I've got. So first I have chain pliers. Actually, these are like around 20 bucks, and I got another pliers, and I used the chain from another pliers to extend this one. So it's actually now it's double the length, and I like it better. I can use the different pulleys, and now I have you've seen me using these pliers before. And I have this handle that I can put on my slide hammer, but now I can use also this handle on these pliers as well. I can just unscrew it, put it in here, and I can have a handle. And if I have to hold some kind of pulley or something, I can easily do it. So this is very useful. I like this a lot. These tools a lot. These pliers. Now these screwdrivers, I got them recently. They are pretty nice actually. Most of my screwdrivers are Cobalt and Craftsman. I got these recently. I really like the way the handle feels, and the tip is very durable as well. So I'm gonna get more in the future for sure. Now the nut drivers, I'm not a big fan of these anyway. I don't use them very often at all. Maybe sometimes if I have to loosen up the big coolant clamp or some cooling clamp, but not really. I just don't use them very often. This is a seal puller. Just like a seal puller works just fine. Now this tool I really like a lot. However, this version from AutoZone, I'm not a big fan of it, because you know, this is, I guess, designed only for bigger clamps, because this jaw does not closes all the way, and it kind of gets annoying if you have a small clamp. You literally have to have two different tools. And this is a OEM as well. I don't remember how much was this one, maybe $30 or so, but it doesn't really work that well at all. It's just not designed well. But I have this one. I got this off of eBay, and it's just kind of generic. And you can see it has a smaller jaw, but it closes all the way. So this I like. This is universal. I can pretty much use on any size of it. I know it will work fine. Now this one I can use only on a bigger one. So it's kind of a they could, you know, design this a little bit better, but okay. So here I got some sockets. I have half-inch 12-point sockets and regular sockets. I have a half-inch 12-point, and then I have a half-inch 6-point sockets. This one is 12-point here. So this is all, you know, pretty much. I think these were like a little bit over 20 bucks a set. I like these sockets a lot actually. They work pretty well. And then I have these axle nut sockets that they are around 20 to 30 bucks a piece, depends on the size. So I got these are 6-point. I got a 36, 33, 32, and then I got 30. And so these are pretty nice. Okay, so here I have some extensions, some 3/8, some half-inch extensions. Nothing special. They work pretty well, and everything. These are pretty much. I don't think I paid any extras for it. They were pretty affordable. And these are spark plug sockets. These are pretty nice too. And then we got these as well. These 3. And these are actually pretty nice. Sometimes you really need this short extension. I mean, I was like, remember working on Chevy, and the very last spark plug next to the firewall on a passenger side is always hard to get to it, and you just gotta have this short extension to you know, this one will be too long, and this one is just right. And I have these. Now this is something I haven't used it yet. So this again, and sometimes I buy buy tools just because I, you know, have some extra money in my account. And there's something for the this is called grip drive socket set. And if you have a rounded head on the fastener, luckily I haven't had a chance to use it yet, but I'm sure at some point I will. So these are sockets and these are wrenches. And you basically will, you know, once you put this, as you turn it, it will squeeze and it will grip the head of the fastener, and hopefully it will get loose. Okay, so this one is a 1/2-inch socket. This is a 72 teeth. It's very nice, a long one. I have to say, and this is let's see the number on it, 71-133. I got, this is my second. The first one I've got literally froze up on me, like after first fastener that I loosened it up and I was ready to tighten back down, and literally this whole thing just froze on me. And I went to AutoZone, got another one, and then I opened it up, and there was not a drop of grease inside of it at all. So I put a little bit of grease and it works fine. This one is fine. So, but that's what's kind of one of the things that I remember. This one was, that was maybe almost a year ago. So, and then 3/8 drive, flex head, nothing special, and then a 1/4 flex head. This one is actually fine too, 3/8, very nice. And then these are I never actually used them yet. Wrench set for the Euro stuff. I have a bigger set, bigger kit, so I don't use it. I haven't had a chance to use it yet, but I will, I guess, in the future. And we have just a regular cheap torque wrench. And I think it's like 30 bucks or so. Nothing, but it works. It's fine. Okay, so this would be the stuff that, you know, just the regular stuff. And now let's go to a other part of the table where we have these OEM rental tool that you can actually rent it and then return it back to the store. Okay, so we already seen this bearing separator. And again, OEM tools are actually very durable. There's nothing wrong with them. They will last for a long time. This was $26. I added another $6-7 to it. Also, the vacuum pump. Actually, this is my second one. This has a lifetime warranty. It says a limited lifetime warranty. I had one for almost 7-8 years, and then I dropped it off, and my gauge broke. So I actually went to AutoZone and got the new one, and there was no problem to exchange it whatsoever. That was actually maybe a month ago or so. You can see it's new. The next I have these pullers as well, the Pitman arm pullers, and this, I think they're maybe around 20 bucks a piece as well. And you can rent these, but I just keep them for myself. And, tire dents puller. And then this is the 3-jaw puller, and I was working on Oldsmobile at one day, and was trying to pull the crankshaft pulley, and I was really struggling to do that, and I lowered the engine as much as I could, but my pulley was still hitting the body of the car, and I just could not wrap get a grip on my crankshaft pulley, and I ended up actually cutting these arms and just welded together. Now I have this kind of low profile puller. Actually works much better, and I would use my chain wrench to wrap it around to keep it from slipping off, and it works pretty well. And this was this was over 40 bucks. This is not a cheap one, of course. The warranty is gone on this one since I, you know, did what I did, but I think now it works actually better. And the clutch, fan clutch kit for the, I can't remember, maybe it was like 40 bucks or so. Got this as well. And sometimes I would wait for a couple you know, purchase rewards to get enough money to buy something that's over 20 bucks. So I got that, and then I have a ball joint separator. It works fine. And this oxygen sensor wrenches, sockets set. And a wheel hub puller. This was, I think, around 20 bucks, 25 bucks. So all this was pretty much free. Or maybe I paid another $4 or $5 for it. And another puller. I had this for many years now. That's it. And then the next one is a slide hammer. I think the slide hammer was, I'm pretty sure it was 50 bucks. And maybe, I think probably I added maybe $10 to get this one. This is just the slide hammer itself with no attachments. And so that's new. And this is the last one. I got this actually a couple of months, maybe a month ago. This is the socket set axle nut set, the 12 point, because I didn't have any at all. I had some 8 point, but not 12 point. And this is actually pretty nice set. You can see it's pretty new. And it goes from 29, 30, 32, 34, 39, 38, 36, and 35. And this was, I believe, around, I would say, 80 bucks. I'm pretty sure around 80 bucks. So I was helping my next door neighbor change the starter on his car, and so he gave me $50 coupon for AutoZone. And then I had my $20 reward. It was 70, and I added 10 bucks, and I got this whole kit. So that was really nice. And that's it. I might miss something else. I'll look through the drawers to see if there's anything else there, but probably is. But I couldn't find it at this point. But just an idea, you know, how to get your tools. Okay, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just wanted to show you how, you know, all the time I'm looking the way how to save the money and how to get the tools for affordable price. And you know, I'm buying tools on eBay and buying used tools and making my own tools, and this is definitely, you know, a big score of tools that I was able to get over the years. And it works fine. Again, the Duralast and OEM line of tools are fine. There's nothing wrong with them. They work just as any other. You just have to take care of them. And at the end of the day, they have lifetime warranty. And if they break, you just go there, get another one. You're done. And my AutoZone store is here in town. It doesn't take me much to get there. So that's this one. And then I'm probably going to go in part 3. I'm going to go through other stuff that I have in my other, you know, toolboxes, and we'll see. Okay, guys. Well, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.